April 18th, 1906, 5:12 a.m. Most of San Francisco was asleep, but the earth wasn't. In the next 47 seconds, the ground would rip open, buildings would collapse like paper, and a modern American city would be reduced to burning ruins. This is not just a story about an earthquake. It's a story about survival, chaos, corruption, and one of the greatest urban comebacks in American history. At the start of the 20th century, San Francisco was the pride of the American West. Cable cars, gold rush money, a booming port, population exploding, skyscrapers rising. Everyone thought the city was unstoppable. But beneath the surface, the San Andreas Fault had a different plan. Scientists didn't understand seismic activity. Building codes didn't exist. The city was built fast, but not strong. Residents had no idea their paradise was sitting on a loaded gun. Seconds before it hit, animals became restless. Dogs barked, horses panicked, but humans felt nothing. Then, boom. A violent jolt, then another. Then the ground rolled like waves on an ocean. The shaking was so intense that people were thrown out of their beds. Brick walls cracked. Water pipes burst. The city gas lines snapped open, turning entire blocks into fire traps. Some survivors said the earth didn't shake, it heaved. Gas lines ruptured everywhere. One spark, and the city ignited. More than 30 massive fires exploded across San Francisco. Flames jumped from building to building. Strong winds pushed the fire deeper into the city. Firefighters arrived, but the hydrants were dry. The water pipes had been destroyed underground. With no water to fight the blaze, the fire turned unstoppable. For 3 days, San Francisco burned. The U.S. Army moved in to control the city. They set up camps, evacuated civilians, and tried to maintain order. But they also made brutal decisions. To stop the fire from spreading, soldiers dynamited buildings, but the explosions created even more fires. Some homes were destroyed not by nature, but by the government's own actions. Looters were shot on sight. Survivors were forced into makeshift camps in parks and open fields. San Francisco was no longer a city. It was a battlefield. Eyewitness accounts described a nightmare. A man wrote, "The heat from the fire was so strong, it melted the coins in my pocket." A woman recalled, "People were walking the streets with everything they owned, which was nothing." Another survivor said, "The sky turned orange for days. It felt like the world was ending." These aren't exaggerations. The photos prove it. When the smoke cleared, the truth was visible. 500 city blocks destroyed, 28,000 buildings gone, over 250,000 people homeless, deaths estimated up to 3,000 plus. Official number was covered up. Almost 75% of San Francisco was wiped out. But the city refused to die. America doesn't quit, and neither did San Francisco. Within weeks, temporary shops opened in tents. Railroads cleared the wreckage. Banks reopened, encouraging rebuilding. Architects redesigned the entire city with stronger structural rules. Within just 3 years, major parts of the city were rebuilt. Within a decade, San Francisco was reborn as one of America's most iconic cities. The disaster that nearly destroyed it also forced it to rise stronger. The 1906 San Francisco earthquake wasn't just a natural disaster, it was a turning point in engineering, science, and American resilience. It taught the world that nature doesn't warn you, but it does test you. And some cities, the strongest ones, survive the test.